The FBI has uncovered a jaw-dropping secret at Whoopi Goldberg's mansion, leaving even seasoned agents in disbelief. Why did they raid the iconic actress's estate? What lurks behind those closed doors, and why has the public never been told the truth? Newly discovered evidence has turned everything we thought we knew about Goldberg upside down, and this story is only getting started. Under the dim streetlights of the early morning, the neighborhood around Whoopi Goldberg's mansion was so quiet that you could hear the soft rustling of leaves falling onto the sidewalk. But this morning, that calm was shattered by the roar of engines, hurried footsteps, and a tension in the air so thick it could be sliced with a knife. It was just around 5 a.m., the sun still hiding beneath the horizon, and the neighbors were all fast asleep, save for a few early risers out for a walk. But even they quickly sensed that something was amiss. A convoy of black SUVs with no license plates appeared, moving with a slow, deliberate power. Men in black suits, bulletproof vests, and sunglasses stepped out, their expressions unreadable. They swiftly surrounded Goldberg's mansion, blocking all entrances and ensuring no one could enter or leave. Curious about the incredible journey of Hollywood icon Whoopi Goldberg? Don't forget to like, comment, and share this video to help more people discover her story. Now, let's get started. Then bang, bang, bang. The knocking echoed like thunder in the quiet morning. There was no softness or hesitation. This was no ordinary visit. This was a raid. Someone inside the mansion moved, the light from the upstairs window flickering on, signaling that the homeowner had woken. The heavy wooden door slowly creaked open, revealing Whoopi Goldberg, the iconic woman who had survived Hollywood's highs and lows, but never faced anything like this. Despite just waking up, Whoopi remained her composed self. She wore a light gray robe, her hair cascading naturally, her eyes scanning the group of agents at the door. There was no fear, only surprise and a hint of confusion. "What's going on?" Her voice was calm yet sharp. One of the agents stepped forward, displaying an FBI badge before pulling a file from his black briefcase. "We have a search warrant. This is a federal investigation." The words landed like a bomb in the morning mist. As soon as the door opened, the agents swiftly moved in, taking over the mansion's interior. Neighbors started to gather, their curiosity piqued. Who would have thought that Whoopi Goldberg, a middle-aged woman, would be tied to the FBI? Whispers spread, and the rumors only thickened the tension. A few reporters caught wind of the situation and quickly arrived, cameras raised, eager to capture every moment. Local police were called in to control the crowd, setting up barricades to prevent anyone from getting too close to the mansion. The flashes from the cameras flickered relentlessly, bouncing off the glass of the FBI vehicles, creating a chaotic and dramatic scene. Meanwhile, inside the lavish mansion, a thorough search was underway. The agents split into teams, each with a specific task. They checked every room, opened every drawer, moved every book on the shelf, leaving nothing untouched. Whoopi stood silently in the living room, arms crossed, her eyes fixed on the people searching her home. She knew one thing. The FBI didn't show up at her door without a reason, but the question was why. What had raised their suspicion? One agent approached, locking eyes with her, and sternly asked, "Do you want us to call your lawyer?" Whoopi took a deep breath and nodded. "I think that's the right thing to do." No one knew exactly what the FBI was looking for, but one thing was clear. They had a very serious reason for conducting the raid. Some agents, wearing white gloves, carefully opened a drawer in Whoopi's personal library, where she stored important documents, including scripts, contracts, and personal letters she had written over the years. One agent pulled out a stack of papers, slowly flipping through each page. On the other side of the house, another team was inspecting the rarely visited basement. Dusty old boxes were opened, each item carefully examined. Suddenly, one agent called out, "I think we've found something." Immediately, the entire FBI team inside the mansion gathered. A metal box was pulled from a hidden corner, locked and showing no signs of being tampered with for years. Whoopi stood nearby, squinting her eyes. "I've never seen that box," she said slowly. The agents exchanged glances before swiftly taking the box outside. They didn't open it right away, but carefully sealed it and transferred it to a specialized vehicle. After hours of searching, the FBI finally left. They didn't speak to the press, and no official statements were made. All that remained were unanswered questions and a famous actress standing in her mansion, surrounded by suspicion. The crowd outside began to disperse, but the stories continued to spread. Headlines quickly appeared. "FBI raids, Whoopi Goldberg's home, what's going on?" "Secrets in Whoopi's mansion. What did the FBI find?" All of America waited for answers, but only those involved knew the truth. The raid on Whoopi Goldberg's mansion was not a random act. Those in law enforcement know that the FBI never conducts a search without having gathered solid evidence. This raised a big question. How long had the FBI been monitoring Whoopi? According to several internal sources, the FBI had started paying attention to the actress several months ago. No one knew exactly what they were looking for, but one thing was clear. This was not a small matter. Federal agencies do not waste time on trivial cases, and if they issued a search warrant, they believed something very serious was at play. But the biggest question remained. What had made Whoopi Goldberg a target? Some legal experts speculated that this might be a financial investigation. In recent years, many celebrities have faced prosecution over tax issues or questionable business dealings. But if it were just a tax matter, why was the FBI so tense? Why deploy an armed task force to the home of an aging actress? Was there something more serious hidden within Whoopi Goldberg's long career? Whoopi Goldberg had faced intense public scrutiny many times before. She was never afraid to speak her mind, even if it got her into trouble. She had been criticized for comments made on The View, where she co-hosted for many years. Heated debates with guests and controversial statements about politics and society had made her one of the most divisive figures in entertainment. But despite the many controversies, Whoopi had never faced a threat that could potentially end her career like this one. As news of the raid spread, social media erupted with a flurry of theories. Reddit, Twitter, and TikTok were flooded with posts about Whoopi Goldberg. Some believed it was just a misunderstanding, while others came up with conspiracy theories about what the FBI might be investigating. The media wasted no time covering the story. Shocking headlines appeared in newspapers. "Hollywood shaken. FBI raids Whoopi Goldberg's home. What's going on?" "One of America's greatest actresses under investigation. Could this be the end of her career?" The case quickly became a hot topic on late-night talk shows. Hosts like Jimmy Kimmel and Stephen Colbert couldn't resist commenting on the event with their signature sarcasm. But beneath the humor, there was an undeniable truth. Whoopi Goldberg's reputation was in turmoil. When the FBI left Whoopi's mansion, they made no official statements. No charges, no announcements about any crimes, no explanation for the mysterious box they took. But their silence only added fuel to the fire. Whoopi's fans feared this could be the end of her legendary career. Endorsement deals, movie offers, and even her role on The View could be at risk if the investigation continued. Meanwhile, her critics rejoiced. Some started posting mocking comments, claiming, However, Whoopi Goldberg was not one to be easily defeated. Just days after the raid, she finally addressed the situation in a special episode of The View. She appeared before the audience with a calm demeanor, but her eyes revealed an anger she couldn't mask. "I know what you're all saying, I've heard it all. But let me make one thing clear. I have nothing to hide." She didn't delve into the details of the investigation, but her message was clear. She wouldn't let this tarnish her career or reputation, but would her words be enough to silence the rumors? With the FBI still keeping the details of the investigation under wraps, the mystery deepened. The real question now was, what was really happening? And more importantly, could Whoopi Goldberg weather this storm? A thick silence enveloped Whoopi Goldberg's luxurious mansion as FBI agents moved in. The dim glow of flashlights illuminated every corner, every bookshelf, every perfectly hung painting, but what they were searching for wasn't visible. It was buried deep within the secrets of the house. As the search progressed, one agent noticed something unusual on the wall behind the office. A faint groove, almost invisible, ran along the bottom of the wall. At first, it seemed like just an ordinary decorative detail, but when an agent accidentally touched it, a click echoed through the quiet room. The entire team froze, their eyes fixed on the wall. One seasoned agent, skilled at finding hidden rooms, crouched down and ran his hand along the groove again. Another click sounded, but this time, something shifted. A section of the wall began to move, revealing a small door that wasn't in the mansion's plans. The agents exchanged wary glances, unsure of what lay behind it. In a tense moment, they drew their guns, ready for whatever might come next. The door creaked open, revealing a narrow hallway that descended into a dark, neglected basement. The air was thick with the musty scent of disuse, as though it hadn't been disturbed in years. They stepped into the secret room, which was starkly different from the rest of the mansion. There was no natural light, only the dim glow from their flashlights revealing dusty shelves and an old table in the middle of the room. But what caught the agent's attention were the metal boxes, neatly stacked in one corner. Each box was tightly sealed, appearing untouched for years. One agent opened the first box, revealing a stack of old documents, many marked Top Secret. Some of the papers had yellowed with age, but their contents were still legible. Another agent flipped through the documents and immediately recognized some familiar names, powerful figures in both entertainment and politics. But what was most shocking wasn't the documents themselves, but an object at the bottom of the box, a handwritten letter made of thick parchment sealed with red wax. This letter had existed for decades, possibly longer, but what truly stunned the FBI was the sender. The wax seal bore a distinctive symbol, one that had appeared in a major unsolved case the FBI had never managed to crack. The lead agent carefully picked up the letter, studying every stroke of the handwriting. The sender didn't sign their full name, but part of the letter contained a crucial clue. If this letter is found, It means this truth must never be known. The words were cryptic, almost as if written for someone in the future, or perhaps as a warning. But the real question was, how did this letter end up in Whoopi Goldberg's house? Based on the wax seal and the content of the letter, the FBI suspected it was tied to a mysterious case from many years ago, one they had never made public. Some internal sources hinted that this case was linked to one of the biggest scandals in Hollywood history, a missing persons case that had never been solved, a secret concealed by powerful figures. But the most pressing question remained: did Whoopi Goldberg know about this hidden room? Was she aware of these secret documents, or had she unknowingly come into possession of them? The FBI knew they couldn't jump to conclusions. These documents could be key evidence in a long-forgotten case, or they could unlock a truth that many had tried to bury. But one thing was certain: the investigation was far from over. The news of the secret room quickly leaked, and the media scrambled to cover the story, eager to report on the latest discovery. FBI finds secret basement in Whoopi Goldberg's mansion. What is she hiding? Theories flooded the airwaves, ranging from plausible to wild conspiracy claims. Some believed Whoopi was hiding crucial information about a Hollywood secret, while others suggested a larger conspiracy at play. But whatever the case, Whoopi Goldberg was no longer just a famous actress. She had become the focal point of one of the biggest mysteries the FBI had ever faced. And the biggest question still loomed: what did that letter truly say? And where would it lead the FBI? Theories quickly spread, ranging from plausible to wild conspiracy claims. Some believed Whoopi Goldberg was hiding crucial information about a Hollywood secret, while others suggested a larger conspiracy was at play. But whatever the truth, Whoopi Goldberg was no longer just a famous actress. She had become the center of one of the FBI's biggest mysteries. And the most pressing question remained: what did that letter truly say? And where would it lead the FBI? When the host asked about the raid, she took a deep breath, looked straight into the camera, and said, "Listen, I woke up one morning with the FBI in my living room. If you think that's a fun way to start your day, you're very wrong." From the first words, Whoopi made it clear she had no intention of dodging the issue. When asked about the mysterious documents seized by the FBI, she laughed and said, "They found some old letters, some movie scripts, and apparently a bunch of history books. I guess I should have warned them I'm a collector." She went on to insist that the documents in the secret room were nothing to worry about. They were simply a personal collection, a memory from her decades-long career. But what surprised the public most was a completely new revelation. The secret room wasn't a place to hide shocking secrets. It was actually a personal museum. I've always been fascinated by Hollywood history, especially the parts people tend to forget. That room was just my little collection of things I found interesting over the years, she explained. The letters exchanged with Howard L. Emerson, the person being investigated by the FBI, were actually just discussions about film projects that were never made. We talked about movies that never got made, stories that were too controversial for their time. That's it. No conspiracy, no crime, just two people who love cinema. However, the interview didn't stop at explaining the seized documents. When asked if she thought the raid was a conspiracy to bring her down, Whoopi paused for a moment, then answered with a cryptic smile, "Let's just say Hollywood is full of surprises. Some people don't like it when you ask too many questions. This statement immediately sparked a wave of new speculations. Who was behind this investigation? Was someone deliberately targeting Whoopi Goldberg to discredit her? Some industry sources began to leak information that the FBI had received an anonymous tip leading to the raid on Whoopi's mansion. But who was behind this tip, and why would they want to drag Whoopi Goldberg into such an incident? Immediately after the interview aired, public opinion was divided. Some believed Whoopi was completely innocent, that she was just a victim of a misunderstanding or even a political conspiracy, but many still felt suspicious. Why would the FBI raid her mansion if everything was so simple? And most importantly, was there something Whoopi Goldberg had not yet revealed? No matter how plausible her story seemed, there were still too many unanswered questions. The VHS tape that the FBI found in the secret room had yet to be revealed. Was it just an old movie? Or did it contain something that could change everything? The answer was still ahead, and perhaps this was just the beginning of a much bigger mystery. In the days following the incident, a wave of strong reactions from studios, colleagues, and fans reshaped the landscape of the entertainment industry. Whoopi Goldberg, a cinematic legend and one of Hollywood's icons, now stood at the center of an unprecedented storm. Could she weather it, or would this become an indelible stain on her career? In less than a week after the raid, major studios began to take decisive actions. A film project involving Whoopi Goldberg that was in development was suddenly frozen indefinitely. A Hollywood source revealed, "Studios are being cautious. Nobody wants to be associated with controversy right now." A documentary about Hollywood history she was producing lost its funding, citing the need to reassess the project's suitability. Even The View, the television show where Whoopi Goldberg was a co-host, found itself in a tense situation as some sponsors began to withdraw. Hollywood is a pragmatic place. When you shine, the world follows you. But when you get caught in a scandal, they quickly turn their backs. Whoopi Goldberg's situation became a media frenzy, and the artistic community couldn't ignore it. Some spoke out in her defense, arguing that the FBI's raid was unreasonable and unfounded, but not everyone supported her. Some industry figures were cautious, avoiding any mention of Whoopi Goldberg in interviews. Even colleagues who had worked with her quietly deleted old posts related to her on social media. Clearly, not everyone was willing to risk their reputation to stand by her. While Hollywood was divided, the public was also split into two opposing opinions. A segment of fans believed that Whoopi Goldberg was the victim of a grand conspiracy, that the FBI had overstepped and lacked convincing evidence. But there were also those who felt uneasy. The unanswered questions, the mysteries surrounding the seized documents, and especially the FBI's failure to release an official investigation conclusion made it impossible for them to side with Whoopi Goldberg. Public opinion was fractured, and that made her situation more precarious than ever. While Hollywood buzzed with speculation, the FBI remained silent. There were no official announcements, no new information, and no updates on the investigation. This silence only deepened the mystery. Was the FBI preparing a major statement, or had they realized they had gone down the wrong path and were looking for a way to quietly back out? A media analyst commented, "Sometimes silence is more dangerous than words." If the FBI doesn't clarify soon, people will start filling in the blanks themselves. And indeed, when there were no answers, the wildest theories began to emerge. Some tabloids even suggested that a shadowy force within the entertainment industry was trying to bring down Whoopi Goldberg. But whether the story was true or not, the clearest thing at this moment was that Whoopi Goldberg's reputation was in serious jeopardy. The most important question now was, could Whoopi Goldberg recover from this shock? Hollywood had seen many stars fall from grace after major scandals, but there were also those who rose again, overcoming everything to continue shining. Whoopi Goldberg is a strong woman, a talented actress, and one of the most influential figures in the entertainment industry. But would that be enough to help her weather this storm? Only time would tell. But one thing was certain. This story was far from over. The FBI had found something unexpected, but the biggest question remained, what did this mean for Whoopi Goldberg? A new chapter had been opened, and the public had only seen the first page. The truth would continue to unravel, and the next secrets could be even more shocking. Thank you for watching today's video. See you in the next one. The FBI has just uncovered a shocking secret inside Goldberg's lavish estate, a discovery so startling that even seasoned agents were left speechless. Why did they raid the legendary actress's property? What was hidden behind those closed doors? And more importantly, why has the public never known the truth? The evidence they just found changes everything we thought we knew about Goldberg. And this story is only just beginning. Under the dim glow of early morning streetlights, the neighborhood surrounding Goldberg's lavish estate was so quiet you could hear leaves gently brushing against the pavement. But this morning that peace was shattered by roaring engines, hurried footsteps, and a tension so thick you could cut it with a knife. It was barely 5 a.m. The sun had yet to rise, and most of the neighbors were still asleep, except for a few early-rising elderly walkers. But even they quickly sensed something was if you're curious about the story of Hollywood legend Whoopi Goldberg, don't forget to hit like, comment, and share this video so more people can discover it. Now, let's dive into this fascinating story. A convoy of unmarked black SUVs suddenly appeared, moving slowly yet with undeniable force. Men in black suits, bulletproof vests, and dark sunglasses stepped out, their faces unreadable. Within moments, they surrounded Goldberg's grand estate, blocking every entrance, ensuring that no one could come in or leave. Then, bang, bang, bang! The knocking echoed like thunder in the early morning, with no gentleness, no hesitation. This wasn't a routine visit. This was a raid. Inside the estate, movement stirred. A light flickered on upstairs, signaling that the owner was awake. The massive wooden door slowly creaked open, and there stood Whoopi Goldberg, the woman America knew so well. She had faced the highs and lows of Hollywood, but never anything like this. Though she had just woken up, Whoopi maintained her usual composure. Draped in a light gray robe, her hair fell naturally around her shoulders. Her eyes scanned the agents at the door, not with fear, but with surprise and a hint of confusion. "What's going on?" Her voice was calm but sharp. One of the agents stepped forward, flashed an FBI badge, and pulled a file from a black briefcase. "We have a search warrant. This is a federal investigation." That statement hit like a bomb in the morning fog. As soon as the door opened, agents moved swiftly, taking control of the estate. Curious neighbors had already started gathering, now whispering in small groups. "Oh my God, Goldberg?" a middle-aged woman muttered, shaking her head in disbelief. "She's a huge star. How could she be involved with the FBI?" Another voice whispered. "Still, the rumors only make it more intense." Some reporters had already caught wind of the raid and rushed to the scene, cameras raised, desperate to capture every moment. Local police were deployed to control the growing crowd, setting up barricades to keep onlookers at a distance. Flashing camera lights reflected off FBI vehicle windows, creating a chaotic and dramatic spectacle. Meanwhile, inside the lavish estate, a thorough search was underway. The agents split into teams, each with a clear objective. They combed through every room, opened every drawer, shifted every book on the shelves, leaving no detail unchecked. Whoopi stood silently in the middle of the living room, arms crossed, eyes fixed on the agents searching her home. She knew one thing: the FBI didn't come knocking without a reason. But the question was, why? What could have made them suspect her? An agent stepped forward, locking eyes with her. "Do you want us to call your lawyer?" he asked firmly. Whoopi took a deep breath and nodded. "I think that would be the right thing to do." No one knew exactly what the FBI was looking for, but one thing was certain. They had a serious reason for this raid. A few agents, wearing white gloves, carefully opened a drawer in Whoopi's private library. This was where she kept important documents, including script contracts and personal letters spanning decades. One agent pulled out a stack of papers, flipping through each page slowly and deliberately. On the other side of the house, another team was searching the rarely visited basement. Dust-covered boxes were opened, each item carefully examined. Then suddenly, an agent called out, "I think we found something." Immediately, the entire FBI team in the estate gathered. A metal box was pulled from a hidden corner, locked, untouched for years, with no signs of tampering. Whoopi stood nearby, squinting. "I've never seen that box before," she said slowly. The agents exchanged glances before swiftly carrying the box outside. They didn't open it right away. Instead, they carefully sealed it and sent it to a specialist for analysis. After hours of searching, the FBI finally left the estate. They gave no statements to the press, no official announcements. All that remained were unanswered questions, and a famous actress standing in her home, filled with doubt. The crowd outside began to disperse, but the stories kept spreading. Headlines exploded across the media. FBI raids Whoopi Goldberg's home. What's going on? Secrets inside Whoopi's estate. What did the FBI find? All of America was waiting for answers, but only those inside the investigation knew the truth. And that truth could change everything. Whoopi Goldberg is no stranger to controversy. As one of Hollywood's most recognizable faces, she's experienced countless highs and lows throughout her career. From triumphant moments on the big screen to intense backlash over her personal views. But this time, everything is different. This isn't just a TV debate or a critical magazine article. The FBI doesn't get involved over controversial statements. They're conducting a serious investigation. The raid on Whoopi Goldberg's estate wasn't a spur-of-the-moment decision. Those familiar with law enforcement know that the FBI never executes a search unless they've gathered substantial evidence. This raises a big question. How long have they been watching Whoopi? According to multiple insiders, the FBI had been keeping an eye on the actress for months. No one knows exactly what they were looking for, but one thing is certain. This isn't something small. Federal agencies don't waste time on trivial cases. If they issued a search warrant, they must believe something truly serious is going on. But the biggest question remains, why was Whoopi Goldberg targeted? Some legal experts speculate that this could be a financial investigation. In recent years, several celebrities have faced prosecution for tax issues or shady business dealings. But if this was just a tax issue, why did the FBI seem so tense? Why send an armed task force to the home of an aging actress? Was there something far more serious at play? Throughout her decades-long career, Whoopi Goldberg has faced intense public scrutiny time and time again. She's never been afraid to speak her mind, even when it lands her in hot water. Over the years, she's faced backlash for her outspoken remarks on The View, where she's been a co-host for years. From heated debates with guests to controversial political and social commentary, it all cemented her as one of the most polarizing figures in entertainment. But despite past controversies, Whoopi had never faced a career-threatening risk like this. As news of the raid broke, social media exploded with speculation. Reddit, Twitter, and TikTok forums were flooded with posts about Whoopi Goldberg. Some believed it was just a misunderstanding, while others spun wild conspiracy theories about what the FBI might be investigating. The media wasted no time. Sensational headlines dominated every news outlet. Hollywood in shock, FBI raids, Whoopi Goldberg's home, what's going on, an American icon under investigation. Could this be the end of her career? The incident even became a hot topic on late-night talk shows. Jimmy Kimmel and Stephen Colbert mentioned it with their usual sarcastic remarks. But behind the jokes lay an undeniable truth. Whoopi Goldberg was facing a storm like never before. When the FBI left Whoopi Goldberg's estate, they gave no official statement. No indictments, no announcements of charges, no explanation for the mysterious box they had taken. But their silence only made the story even more dramatic. Whoopi's fans feared this could be the end of her legendary career. Endorsement deals, movie offers, and even her role on The View could all be at risk if the investigation continued. Meanwhile, her critics celebrated. Some of her biggest detractors began publishing mocking articles, calling it karma for her past controversial statements. But Whoopi Goldberg isn't the kind of person to go down easily. Just days after the raid, she finally broke her silence. In a special episode of The View, she faced the audience with a calm demeanor, but her eyes held an unmistakable fury. I know what you're saying. I've heard it all. But let me be clear. I have nothing to hide. She didn't say much about the investigation, but her message was crystal clear. She wouldn't let this incident destroy her career or reputation. But were her words enough to silence the rumors? The FBI has yet to release details of the investigation, meaning the mystery remains. The question now is, what is really going on? And more importantly, will Whoopi Goldberg weather the storm? A heavy silence settled over Whoopi Goldberg's lavish estate as FBI agents stepped inside. The dim beams of their flashlights swept across every corner, every bookshelf, every perfectly hung painting. But what they were searching for wasn't in plain sight. It was buried deep within the secrets of this house. As the search progressed, an agent noticed something odd about the back wall of the office. A nearly invisible groove ran along the baseboard. At first, it seemed like a simple decorative detail. But when an agent accidentally touched it, a sharp click echoed through the silent room. The entire task force froze, their eyes locked on the wall. One of the agents, experienced in uncovering hidden rooms, crouched down and ran his fingers along the groove once more. A faint click echoed through the air, but this time something was different. A section of the wall began to shift, revealing a small door that wasn't on the estate's blueprints. The agents exchanged quick glances. No one knew what lay beyond. In a tense moment, they reached for their weapons, bracing for whatever was waiting on the other side. The door creaked open, revealing a narrow hallway leading down to a dark basement. The air was thick with the scent of damp and decay, as if untouched for years. Then, they stepped into the secret room, unlike any other place in the estate. The room held nothing but dusty wooden shelves and an old table in the center. But what truly caught the agent's eye were the neatly stacked metal boxes in the corner. Each one was tightly sealed, seemingly untouched for years. The agent opened the first box. Inside was a collection of old documents, many marked as classified. Some pages had yellowed with time, but their contents remained intact. Another agent flipped through the files and immediately recognized familiar names, some of the most powerful figures in entertainment and politics. But the most shocking discovery wasn't the documents. It was what lay at the bottom of the box. A handwritten letter on thick parchment, sealed with a red wax stamp. This letter had been around for decades, maybe even longer. But what truly stunned the FBI was the sender. The seal bore a distinct symbol, a symbol tied to a major case the FBI had never been able to solve. The lead agent carefully picked up the letter, inspecting every stroke of the handwriting. The sender did not sign their full name, but part of the letter revealed an important clue. If this letter was found, it meant that the truth was never meant to be disclosed. The cryptic, mysterious words seemed to have been written for someone in the future, or perhaps to warn someone. But the question is, how did this letter end up in the lavish Goldberg mansion? Based on the wax seal and the contents of the letter, the FBI suspects that the case is linked to a mysterious case from many years ago, one that has never been made public. Some inside sources have revealed that this case is connected to one of the biggest scandals in Hollywood history, a disappearance that remains unsolved, a secret hidden by those in power. But the most important question is whether Whoopi Goldberg knew about the existence of this room. Did she know about these secret documents? Or was it something she unintentionally possessed without knowing? The FBI knew they couldn't rush to conclusions about these documents. They could be crucial evidence for a long-forgotten case, or they might be the key to uncovering a truth that many want to keep hidden. But one thing is certain. The investigation is far from over. News of the secret room was immediately leaked. The media jumped on the story, competing to report on this new discovery. The FBI had found a hidden basement in Goldberg's luxurious mansion. What had she been hiding? Theories spread, ranging from plausible stories to unbelievable conspiracy theories. Some believe that the glamorous Goldberg may be holding crucial information about a secret in Hollywood. Others even speculate that there could be a larger conspiracy behind the entire situation. But whatever the case may be, Whoopi Goldberg is no longer just a famous actress. She has become the center of one of the biggest mysteries the FBI has ever faced. And the biggest question still remains unanswered. What did that letter really say, and where will it lead? News of the FBI's raid on Whoopi Goldberg's mansion spread like wildfire within hours. Major newspapers, television stations, and social media were flooded with sensational headlines. People dove into analyzing every detail that was revealed. But no one could have imagined that at that moment, the FBI was beginning to piece together clues from the documents found in the secret room, and it seemed like everything was pointing to an astonishing hypothesis. Could Goldberg be connected to a shocking event in Hollywood's history? As the FBI examined the documents sealed in the secret room, they realized that most of them weren't just personal papers. Some of the documents contained letters exchanged between Goldberg and high-ranking figures in the entertainment industry. Directors, producers, even those behind the most powerful corporations in Hollywood, specifically. There was a series of letters exchanged with a name that caught the attention of the agents. Howard L. Emerson. This name might not be familiar to the public, but in investigative circles, it's a crucial clue. Emerson was a highly influential film producer from the 1970s to the 1990s. But then, he abruptly left the industry and mysteriously vanished from Hollywood. His last public appearance was in 1994, just before a financial scandal erupted involving one of the biggest film studios at the time. Rumors circulated that he had left the United States and severed all ties with Hollywood, so why would Whoopi Goldberg correspond with someone like him? One of the documents that particularly caught the FBI's attention was a handwritten letter signed by Whoopi Goldberg, sent in 1993. The letter read, "The passage. I know what happened that night. If the truth is exposed, we're all in trouble." What night was she referring to? And what happened that caused someone like Whoopi to be worried enough to write these words? Another letter sent a few months later seemed to be trying to reassure someone that they wouldn't find anything. Just stay silent. These letters could be evidence of a larger conspiracy. But the FBI has yet to determine their true context. However, as they continued to search through other documents, one piece of evidence brought clarity to everything. An old VHS tape with the label, "Do not watch, private." The agents immediately took the tape to the lab to retrieve its contents. But just looking at its worn surface was enough to tell that if there was anything important inside, it had likely been hidden for decades. As the FBI continues their investigation, they realize that Whoopi Goldberg had close ties to a small group of powerful figures in the film industry during the late 80s and early 90s. Among them were names rumored to be linked to a major scandal, a case that had been covered up or forgotten by the media over time. In 1991, a young actor suddenly disappeared from Hollywood after accusing a powerful figure of misconduct. However, the case was quickly settled, silenced, and the identity of the accuser was never revealed. Now the FBI is asking whether Whoopi Goldberg knew about this incident. Was she involved in some way, intentionally or unintentionally? And most importantly, are the documents found in her home the key to reopening this long-buried case? As soon as news of the documents in her mansion leaked, the public began to panic. Whoopi Goldberg's fans, who have followed her for decades, were confused by the new theory. Some believe she might have inadvertently been involved in an incident from the past that she never anticipated. Others believe that she may be hiding an important secret, and the FBI's search is just the first step in uncovering everything. The FBI is now faced with a mountain of documents that could change the way the public perceives Whoopi Goldberg. If you find this story fascinating and thought-provoking, leave a comment with the number 1. If not, leave a comment with the number 0. Now let's continue with the intriguing story of Whoopi Goldberg. What they found in the secret room may just be the tip of the iceberg, with much more waiting to be uncovered beneath the surface. What does that VHS tape contain? Do the letters truly relate to a major scandal from the past? And if the truth is revealed, how will this impact Whoopi Goldberg's career and reputation? One thing is certain: the investigation is far from over, and what the FBI uncovers next could change everything. The FBI raid on Whoopi Goldberg's mansion not only shocked Hollywood, but also sparked a wave of speculation in the media. A series of theories emerged. What is she hiding? Do the seized documents relate to a shocking secret? And why did the FBI act so decisively? For days, the public could only guess. But then, amidst the storm, Whoopi Goldberg finally broke her silence, and what she said shocked everyone. In an exclusive interview on one of America's biggest television shows, Whoopi Goldberg appeared calm but determined. When the host asked about the raid, she took a deep breath, looked straight into the camera and said, "Look, I woke up one morning and found the FBI in my living room. If you think that's an interesting way to start your day, you're seriously mistaken." From the very first words, Whoopi made it clear that she had no intention of avoiding the issue. When asked about the documents seized by the FBI, she laughed and said that they found some old letters, a few movie scripts, and clearly some history books. "I guess I should warn them that I'm a collector," she continued, asserting that the items in the secret room were nothing to worry about. "They are simply a personal collection, a memento of my decades-long career." But what surprised the public the most was a completely new revelation. The secret room was not a place to hide shocking secrets, but actually a personal museum. I've always been fascinated by Hollywood history, especially the parts people tend to forget. That room was just my small collection of things I found interesting over the years. She explained that the letters exchanged with Howard L. Emerson, who was under FBI investigation, were actually just conversations about film projects that were never made. We talked about films that were never realized, stories too controversial for their time. No conspiracy, no crime, just two people who love cinema. However, the interview didn't stop at explaining the documents. When asked whether she believed the raid was a conspiracy to bring her down, Whoopi paused for a moment and then responded with a mysterious smile. Let's just say Hollywood is full of surprises. Some people don't like it when you ask too many questions. This statement immediately sparked a new wave of speculation. Who is behind this investigation? Is there someone deliberately targeting Whoopi Goldberg to discredit her? Some industry sources have started leaking information that the FBI received an anonymous tip leading to the raid on Whoopi's mansion. But who is behind this tip? And why would they want to drag Whoopi Goldberg into such a situation? Immediately after the interview aired, public opinion became divided. Some believe that Whoopi is completely innocent, that she is merely a victim of a misunderstanding or even a political conspiracy. But many still feel skeptical. Why would the FBI raid her mansion if everything were so simple? And most importantly, is there something that Whoopi Goldberg has yet to reveal? No matter how reasonable her story might be, there are still too many unanswered questions. The VHS tape that the FBI found in the secret room has yet to be released. Is it just an old film? Or does it truly contain something that could change everything? The answer still lies ahead. And perhaps this is just the beginning of an even bigger mystery. In the days following the incident, a strong wave of reactions from Whoopi Goldberg's colleagues and fans began to reshape the landscape of the entertainment industry. Whoopi Goldberg, a cinematic legend and one of Hollywood's icons, is now caught in an unprecedented storm. Will she be able to overcome it, or will this be a stain that cannot be erased from her career? In less than a week after the raid, major film studios began to take clear action. A film project featuring Whoopi Goldberg that was in development was suddenly put on indefinite hold. A source from Hollywood revealed that studios are being cautious. No one wants to be involved in the controversy right now. A documentary about Hollywood history that she was producing has lost its funding, citing the need to reassess the project's suitability. Even the TV show that Whoopi Goldberg co-hosts has found itself in a tense situation as some sponsors have started to withdraw. Hollywood is a pragmatic place. When you shine, the world watches you. But when you're caught up in a scandal, they quickly turn their backs. Whoopi Goldberg's situation has quickly become a hot topic in the media, and the artistic community cannot ignore it. Some people have spoken out in her defense, claiming that the FBI's raid was unreasonable and baseless. But not everyone is supportive. Some figures in the industry have carefully avoided mentioning Whoopi Goldberg in interviews. Even colleagues who once worked with her have quietly deleted old posts related to her on social media. Clearly, not everyone is willing to risk their reputation to support her. The questions, the mysteries surrounding the seized documents, and especially the FBI's failure to release an official conclusion to the investigation, make it impossible for them to stand by Whoopi Goldberg. Public opinion is divided, and this makes Whoopi Goldberg's situation more precarious than ever. While Hollywood remains the subject of discussion, the FBI remains silent. No official statements, no new information, no updates on the investigation. This silence only adds to the mystery. Is the FBI preparing an important statement, or have they realized they've gone down the wrong path and are quietly trying to back out? A media analyst commented, "Sometimes silence is more dangerous than words. If the FBI doesn't clarify things soon, people will fill in the gaps themselves. And indeed, when there are no answers, the most outrageous theories begin to emerge. Some tabloid newspapers have even suggested that there is a dark force within the entertainment industry trying to bring down Whoopi Goldberg." But regardless of whether that story is true or not, the most obvious thing right now is that Whoopi Goldberg's reputation has been seriously threatened. The biggest question now is whether Whoopi Goldberg will recover from this shock. Hollywood has seen many stars lose their dignity after major scandals, but there are also those who have reborn, overcoming everything to continue shining. Whoopi Goldberg is a strong woman, a talented actress, and one of the most influential people in the entertainment industry. But is that enough to help her weather this storm? Only time will tell. But one thing is certain. This story is far from over. The FBI has discovered something unexpected. But the biggest question remains. What does this mean for Whoopi Goldberg? A new chapter has been opened, and the public has only seen the first page. The truth will continue to unfold, and the secrets yet to come may be even more shocking. If you find the story of Whoopi Goldberg interesting and surprising, don't forget to like, comment your thoughts, and share this video so others can discover it too. Be sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next exciting video. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one. Hi everyone! Have you ever wondered what secrets might be hidden behind the walls of a famous house? Today, we're diving into a shocking story as the FBI raided Whoopi Goldberg's mansion, and what they found has sent shockwaves through Hollywood. Strange artifacts, secret documents, and unexpected details are slowly being revealed. Could this be a big secret that Whoopi Goldberg has been hiding all these years? Stay tuned to find out what the FBI discovered and whether it could completely change the public's perception of this star. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss the next shocking story. In the middle of the night, the FBI suddenly appeared at Whoopi Goldberg's luxurious mansion, turning it into the center of attention. Red and blue lights flashed through the night, reflecting off the mansion's sturdy walls, while a series of government agents secretly surrounded the property. Their presence not only shocked the public, but also sparked a wave of conspiracy theories. What could have prompted the FBI to intervene in the private residence of a famous Hollywood star? Is Whoopi Goldberg, an actress known for her strong opinions, hiding a shocking secret? The event was not only a surprise, but also carried a sense of drama, as if a plan had been changed at the last minute. The agents moved quickly, entering the mansion with a clear objective. In an instant, rumors began to spread. Could this investigation be related to Goldberg's fame and the untold secrets of her personal life? Or is there a darker truth hiding behind the fortress-like walls of her estate? According to sources, the FBI discovered something historic, a finding that could completely change everything people have previously thought about this veteran actress. However, so far, all the details have been kept under wraps, making the public and the media even more curious. Whoopi Goldberg has been a Hollywood icon for decades, not only because of her acting talent, but also because of her outspoken nature and influence. But now, people have to ask, is she hiding something that no one knows about? What prompted the U.S. government to intervene and carry out such a large-scale search? What was found inside the mansion could be more shocking than any previous theories. From the outside, Whoopi Goldberg's mansion looks like an impenetrable fortress, isolated from the hustle and bustle of the outside world. But could it be hiding secrets more terrifying than anyone could imagine? This vast estate is not only a haven of wealth, but also a completely secluded place with towering walls and a large gate. Her mansion is like a private world, accessible only to a select few. Behind that lavish facade, are there secret rooms, hidden tunnels, or a mystery that no one has ever known about? Upon entering, you'll immediately feel the atmosphere of power and absolute security. The state-of-the-art security system, with a series of surveillance cameras and a strong security team blocking every entrance, makes it nearly impossible for even the most seasoned paparazzi to get close. The house seems designed not only to protect privacy, but also to hide something. So, what is really behind those walls? What the FBI discovered could completely change the way the world views Whoopi Goldberg. If the secrets hidden within Whoopi Goldberg's estate are more important than any personal space, it could completely change the nature of the FBI investigation. There have long been rumors about the existence of secret passageways and underground tunnels hidden beneath this lavish mansion. Many even believe there's more to it than just expensive furniture and lavish art. But what is truly hidden behind those walls? Word on the street suggests that even Whoopi's closest friends and family have never set foot in certain areas of the mansion. Locked rooms and forbidden areas make people wonder, could this be a luxurious retreat or a place hiding something strange and eerie? Don't forget to like if you were shocked by these discoveries, and make sure to subscribe to stay updated with the latest, most shocking news from Hollywood. If you want to learn more about hidden secrets, share this video with your friends to explore this captivating story together. Leave a comment below with your thoughts on the case. What do you think the FBI is searching for in Whoopi Goldberg's mansion? The FBI raid could just be the tip of the iceberg, with the truth buried deeper beneath the mansion. One of the most troubling theories is that the FBI isn't searching for Whoopi Goldberg, but rather someone or something hidden within the estate. If there is indeed a hidden figure here, a dangerous witness, a captive victim, or even a political figure in hiding, the entire picture would change. These concerns were only heightened when the media realized the scope of the raid wasn't limited to Hollywood. It sent shockwaves worldwide, raising questions about the FBI's true motives. Are they hunting a suspicious business partner, a mysterious political ally, or even a member of Whoopi's family involved in a much larger conspiracy? No one knows for sure what prompted the FBI to take such drastic action, but one thing is clear. This investigation is about much more than Whoopi's reputation. If the reports are accurate, the raid could be connected to darker secrets. Secrets that could shake Hollywood and American politics to their core. Some believe the government may have underlying motives for targeting Whoopi Goldberg's estate. In addition to being a famous actress, Whoopi is also a powerful figure in politics and society. She is outspoken with sharp, controversial views, which have often upset both the public and the political establishment. Throughout her career, Whoopi has been involved in several scandals, some related to her political views, others tied to her personal life. Could the government be using this investigation to gather information about her and those involved? Is the FBI trying to control or neutralize her influence by digging up secrets the public has never seen? If so, the raid on Whoopi Goldberg's estate might not just be a criminal investigation, but a strategic move to expose a complex network operating within Hollywood, where power, money, and dark forces are intertwined in unpredictable ways. One thing is certain: the FBI wouldn't act without a good reason. When they spent hours searching Whoopi Goldberg's mansion, they didn't wander aimlessly through a lavish apartment but focused on specific areas. This means they had precise intelligence about where to look. The question is, what did they find? If there is indeed a secret buried beneath Whoopi Goldberg's estate, it could be one of the most shocking discoveries in Hollywood history. It could be a hidden data repository, sensitive documents related to the elite, or even a criminal organization. Whatever it is, it would completely change the public's perception of Whoopi and those connected to her. But there's an even scarier scenario. What if the FBI hasn't found everything? What if what they discovered is just the tip of the iceberg and the real secrets are buried even deeper? So far, Whoopi Goldberg has remained silent, and this silence only makes people more curious. Is she hiding something? Or is she just a victim caught up in a larger conspiracy? Whatever the truth may be, the raid has raised a series of questions that may take a long time to answer. Hollywood has seen its fair share of scandals, but if what the FBI is searching for is more serious than the public can imagine, this story could be much longer and more complicated. Will the mystery inside Whoopi Goldberg's estate ever be revealed, or will it remain buried forever in the layers of Hollywood secrecy? Decades-long secret transactions in the business world may have left behind a trail more astonishing than anyone could imagine. Do Hollywood stars have something to hide? If the FBI uncovers shocking secrets in this investigation, Whoopi's reputation and relationships could be scrutinized under a completely new light. Reports suggest that the information stored there could rock the world, so stay tuned for more updates. This may not just be an ordinary raid. What the FBI discovered in Whoopi Goldberg's estate has left many shocked. During their search, agents uncovered strange, even puzzling items that are completely out of place for a Hollywood star. Strange sculptures, controversial iconic paintings, and antiques with mysterious origins. All of these raise a big question. Why are they there? Are they simply eccentric hobbies, or do they have a deeper meaning? Some of the symbols and patterns on these artifacts seem to hint at a secret world, one that is beyond the reach of ordinary people. This has led to speculation that they might be connected to secret societies or even important ancient rituals. Some of the items found appear to be priceless, so rare that they could have disastrous consequences if they fell into the wrong hands. This makes many wonder, is Whoopi hiding a bigger secret? Or is she simply a passionate collector of strange items? In the ultra-wealthy world of Hollywood, there are rumors that stars own artifacts that are not only valuable materially, but also hold historical or spiritual significance, and they hide them to prevent them from falling into the wrong hands. Could these items simply be personal hobbies, or are they signs of mysterious connections and undisclosed partnerships? The presence of the FBI only adds to the intrigue surrounding Whoopi's estate. But one thing is certain, this is far from over. Whoopi Goldberg's estate has always been more than just a house. It's a mysterious, captivating world. What lies hidden beneath its luxurious floors has been the subject of speculation for years. Could this place contain secrets far beyond what the eye can see? Urban legends about underground passages, hidden safes, and secret rooms within the property still persist. Some believe these areas once served as a refuge for illicit items or important personal documents. Others go further, suggesting that powerful figures in the entertainment industry held secret meetings at Whoopi's home. Could underground business deals have been made here? The more FBI investigations unfold, the stranger the rumors become. Is Whoopi Goldberg's mansion simply a place for the rich to unwind? Or is it a secret gathering spot for the elite? These speculations are fueled by reports suggesting that her home may have been the site of discussions and negotiations between influential individuals. This only increases the public's curiosity about a darker side of Hollywood that few dare to openly address. But the biggest shock came with the stunning discovery by the FBI, a mysterious black book found during their search of Whoopi Goldberg's home. The existence of this book could completely change the game. Could it contain the names of Hollywood's most powerful figures? Which politicians, business tycoons, or celebrities are involved in secret activities? According to multiple reports, a black book like this could link prominent individuals to questionable financial transactions, murky power relations, or even illicit activities. If such a list exists, it could shake a system that has long been built on secrecy. No one can predict the consequences, especially when powerful organizations get dragged into the investigation. In the past, similar cases involving black books, like those of Harvey Weinstein and Jeffrey Epstein, have exposed shocking truths within the entertainment industry and beyond. Could Whoopi's black book be the next piece in a larger investigation into hidden power structures within politics and business? The full consequences of this discovery are still unclear, but it's undeniable that it has triggered a series of events that could change history. The FBI is said to have seized several important financial documents as part of their investigation into Whoopi Goldberg's estate. Are they searching for something bigger than fame? A secret that has been hidden in the shadows for a long time? Or is this just a link in a larger conspiracy involving the forces behind Hollywood's spotlight? Rumors of an FBI investigation into Whoopi Goldberg are piquing public curiosity. Could her glamorous exterior and successful career be hiding a complex financial network, mysterious funds, and shady business dealings? Whoopi has had a career spanning decades with numerous successes in the entertainment industry. However, fame doesn't necessarily protect one from legal troubles. In the past, she has faced allegations of tax evasion, unresolved financial issues, and questionable business transactions. But is there a connection between these past issues and the FBI's investigation into her assets? If this investigation is indeed linked to allegations of tax evasion, secret bank accounts, or shady financial transactions, it would be a major shock. It's not uncommon for wealthy and famous individuals to have offshore accounts or hidden assets. The use of shell companies, offshore accounts, and secret investments has long been a popular tactic among Hollywood elites. Could Whoopi be involved in such activities? Is she hiding a vast network of assets in places the public would never suspect? The bigger question is, if the FBI continues their investigation, what more serious discoveries might they uncover? A complex financial network, ties to influential international organizations, or even connections to organized crime? These possibilities are sparking public intrigue, especially as investigators are said to have gathered a large amount of financial documents during the search of Whoopi's property. This also opens up a broader discussion about how Hollywood stars manage their wealth. It's not uncommon for wealthy individuals to hide assets to avoid taxes or protect their wealth from strict regulations. But if there is evidence of secret transactions, this could become one of the biggest financial scandals Hollywood has ever seen. What's notable is that when rumors of the FBI raid spread, Whoopi Goldberg remained calm and denied all speculation. But will her reaction be enough to clear her name? Or is it just an attempt to protect her reputation before the truth is exposed? If investigators do find evidence of hidden transactions or a large sum of undeclared money, the next twist in this story could be the most shocking revelation yet. Whoopi Goldberg's claims that she is a victim of a misunderstanding are not enough to quell public suspicion. Is she truly innocent? Or is this just an attempt to cover up something bigger? This question becomes even more complicated when placed in a larger context, particularly considering her past controversial political statements. Could the FBI investigation be a response to Whoopi's outspoken criticism of government policies and powerful figures? As a political commentator unafraid to speak her mind, Whoopi has sparked many controversies, drawing both supporters and critics. Her defenders argue that the investigation is just another attack on a powerful woman in Hollywood, while others point to the contradictions in her statements on ethics, fairness, and transparency. Whatever the truth may be, it is clear that Whoopi's reputation is at risk, and if she does not clear things up, the FBI raid could mark the end of her career. The question is, could this be just the beginning? Rumors surrounding this investigation are spreading with numerous different theories. Some believe this is the start of a larger campaign targeting Hollywood's most powerful figures. Even veteran industry insiders are surprised and concerned. Could other A-list stars also face similar investigations? A popular theory is that the FBI is conducting an extensive probe into a corruption network involving politicians, business people, and celebrities. History shows that raids like this can have a domino effect, leading to a series of arrests and follow-up investigations. Could there be a large financial conspiracy at play? Who will be the next to get caught up in this whirlwind? The mystery surrounding the case deepens as the FBI has yet to release details on what they found during their search of Whoopi Goldberg's home. After all, what do the seized documents contain? Do they relate to personal finances, politics, or something even more serious? The silence from authorities only fuels public speculation. Until the truth is revealed, the investigation will remain a mystery, not only for Whoopi's fans, but also for Hollywood as a whole. If the FBI uncovers serious wrongdoing, this could become one of the biggest financial scandals in entertainment history. And if Whoopi is charged, the story will go beyond her. It could spark a purge of unprecedented scale. The story of the FBI investigation into Whoopi Goldberg remains shrouded in mystery. Is she truly involved in a financial scandal, or is it just a misunderstanding blown out of proportion by the media? As the investigation continues, the public can only wait to see what the truth will reveal. Regardless of the outcome, this case will undoubtedly leave a mark on Whoopi's career and possibly on Hollywood as a whole. Thank you for watching until the end of the video. If you found this story interesting, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share so you don't miss the next shocking news. And if you want to explore more shocking stories, click on the next video now. See you in the next video.